everyone, welcome back. It's night 9 of letting AI pick out my skincare routine. I've already done my washing. First was the Dermasil Balancing Oil Cleanser. Um, this has jojoba oil, rice ferment, and argan oil in it. This goes on first on dry skin. You just rub it around and then you moisten your hands and lather it up and then you rinse it off. Simple. Second was Revive RX Anti-Aging Retinol Foaming Facial Cleanser. And all of the products today are all from the Dollar Tree. So all of these things were $1.25. Then next we're going to go in with our facial spray. This is Grape Water Soothing Facial Mist, 100% grape water by Spa Essentials. And this stuff smells like grape Kool-Aid. It does not smell like real grapes. It smells like grape Kool-Aid or candy or something. Next, we're going to go in with the Global Beauty Care Turmeric Face Milk to brighten and nourish. For whatever reason, AI doesn't usually let me use this one, and what they're actually suggesting I use right now, I'm out of. So I decided to throw this in here. I don't really know what the hang up is, but we're using it. So the other thing that I haven't really said or probably needs to be said is I will never ever use filters. Or a lot of edits. So sometimes my stuff is rambling. Sometimes I'm fumbling my words. I really, it's not about that. Like I'm trying to come across as genuine as possible, and it's really, really hard when you're talking to yourself to do that. So that's been my main challenge, and I feel like I'm getting into a better groove of it, where I'm a little more comfortable in front of the camera. But doing some research and watching some of these other creators, some really big creators selling skincare products and selling makeup products, and they're full blown using like strong filters, and you can tell. And there was one really big creator who was advertising makeup, and you couldn't zoom in. The zoom in was turned off, because if you could zoom in, you'd be able to see the blurring happening in real time. And I just think that's really unethical. So I will never ever be using any kind of filters. This is in all my imperfections. There is no filter on here. But just so you know, most like 90-something% of creators are using really strong filters. TikTok hasn't built in. Instagram hasn't built in. You actually have to turn them off. My phone camera can do it on a photo. It doesn't do it on video. So now I started shooting everything just on video, so it's more raw footage. Anyways, next we're going to go in with the Skin Nutrition Botanicals Multi-Peptide Anti-Aging Serum. Anyways, yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand why they're doing this. A lot of the big beauty creators have gotten slammed publicly because people think they're using filters, and you know, it is one thing for like a regular person to use a filter to like even something out if they want to, or go crazy if they want to. But I think that if you're talking about skincare and you have a responsibility to people who may not know that you're educating, I think it's really gross and really irresponsible. I know I've been tricked into buying things from TikTok Shop or from other places because I saw some influencer use something, and there was something today that I was looking at, is that Volufiline that everybody keeps talking about, and the creators that are selling the Volufiline are using horribly strong filters, and I'm just like, well, there's no way I'd buy this from them because it's not real. Next, we're going in with our first moisturizer. This is sandwiching, so we're going to do moisturizer, Retin-A moisturizer. So the first moisturizer is by Orchid. It's moisturizing gel cream. It's a daily facial moisturizer that delivers hydration, lightweight, refreshing texture. These all have a really strange smell. I don't know, and terrible pumps, but I don't really know exactly what this smell is, but they all have a weird smell. This one smells, I don't know what this smells like. Maybe like the inside of a new age bookstore. I don't know what that smell is. It's or maybe like smells like the perfume store at the mall, like when you first walk in to like Macy's when all the perfumes hit you. That's kind of what it smells like. It's not terrible, but I don't know. They work good and they're cheap. All right, so now I need to go and let all of this dry. We always let all of our products dry before we start doing our retin-A because the retin-A will get attracted to all the moisture and you'll be finished. Anyways, not finished, but you'll get a lot of irritation. Anyway, so I'm going to pause this and I will jump right back and we will get in with retin-A. And we're back. And I've got my retin-A here and I'm just going to dab it first on the places where I typically get pre-cancer because that's what it's really for. It's not really to make you look good, but it works for that too. Then I'm going to go across my forehead. And then we're going to go into these deep lines here. A little bit on my chin. Definitely down my neck. And then with what I have left over, I rub it in my hands. And that's going all over my scalp because that's the most exposed to the sun. Get it on my ears. And then we're just going to work this in. Just a little bit on the nose. I get it collects in here in the cracks and I get real raw there. So my nose is typically like the last place I'll put it. Or I'll try to get real gentle on it. So you can even see a little bit of redness in there, but it can get really red. So that's one of the reasons I only do this every other day. Some people do this every day. I wouldn't want to do it every day, even if it was the best, but it does help. I mean, I think it's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but you know, it's consistency. You have to do it every day. All right, next we're going to go in with Dermaprep's collagen and peptide firming intense cream. I put it in this little nifty jar. It comes in like a weird little bag with a spout on it that, I don't know, not great for me. Now the second layer of moisturizer, I usually go in real thick. And I work it in, but I don't work it in all the way. I let it kind of sit on top of my skin. I don't keep rubbing it. Because one, I have retin-A right underneath it, and I don't want to cause more irritation. And two, it'll absorb in. You know, it kind of like works like a mask almost that way. Next, we're going to be doing the Be Pure Collagen Lip Roller. Under eye roller. And this is going to do two things. Normally, it's going to help plump and get rid of lines and wrinkles under my eyes and help with puffiness, especially with the cold. But the other thing that this does, especially on a retin-A night, and this is especially important on a retin-A night, is it actually keeps a buffer to keep the retin-A. We're going to use a little massager. It keeps the retin-A out of this eye area, which is thin skin and is really delicate, and so it's more prone to irritation. And retin-A will travel on your skin. So if you don't want it somewhere, you have to put a buffer. Early on, when I was having a lot of irritation that I couldn't tolerate in here, I would actually get a little bit of extra jojoba oil, and I would just dab that right in there right after I put my retin-A on and solve my problems at the time. Last thing, we're going kind of long today. Last thing is going to be the Be Pure Exfoliating Lip Serum. It just comes out like a normal, like one of these things. And there you have it. Night 9, retin-A night of AI creating my skincare routine is all finished. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, comment, boost us up. Let's get somebody out there that's got real skin, that's showing their real skin, that isn't like hiding behind a filter. All right, talk to you later.